Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Fermi Paradox. When last we left off, we found out the Damani refugee fleet was not, in fact, going to the Odo, but way over here to the Vulcans. Because apparently this is Gillies, and I did not realize that, because Gilisarian Zones was confusing. However, that was because they originally came from Gillies. It's a long story. Watch the whole season if you haven't already. But, that being said, we're going to jump right into the human trading quadrants and see what fresh hell they are dealing with. Space folding theory. What? I've heard of string theory, but space folding, I'm guessing this has to do with long distance travel? Let's find out. The antimatter specialists of the Sol system untangle the dimensionality of space, at least theoretically. The chaotic and seemingly non-deterministic quantum nature of conceptualizing what they call fold space is a challenge for even the most powerful centralized city controllers and mercurial computers. Okay, that hurts my brain a little bit, but alright. It is fascinating that many forms of biointelligence were capable of theorizing the complexity of a folded reality, but to make use of any of these theories, they needed our help. It's as if the fabric of the universe simply demands the creation of synthetic life. So is this like in Inception when the whole world folds in on itself? So funny seeing all those scenes now in every movie that has Doctor Strange in it, because it was like, yeah, that was in Inception first, all the weird city folding crazy stuff. Now it's just like in every Doctor Strange movie, and everyone goes, oh yeah, but we saw it in Inception first, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget. Nolan did it first. Alright, so I don't really want to spend that much on a civilization pillar, but I guess I could do regular development. The test tube, well, let's see, what's the flavor text? The test tube coordinators of the humans push their antimatter specialists to use their theory to create better antimatter reactors. They are not interested in funding giant mercurial computer projects to unravel the architecture of the universe. Yeah, let's do that one. Okie dokie. I mean, everyone seems to be doing very well. Humans can now build malevolent habitats in deep space connected to their home system by jump gates. Superluminal age technology enables the humans to harvest anomalies in antimatter adjacent to the Sol system. Let's lower their harm potential. That's probably a good direction to go. The meta-analysis of the Sol system convinced the humans to demilitarize. Perhaps alien civilizations exist in deep space, far from any star system. Take regular growth, get it back to 0. A new malevolent habitat is constructed deep in space, connected to the Sol system by jump gate networks. What's a malevolent habitat? Is that like one of those homes that eat people? That's definitely a new way of saying evil house. It's a malevolent habitat. Okay, let's go ahead. They're definitely losing ships. There was 3 last time I was here. What is going on? Okay. Let's bring their growth up just a little bit. Not that I probably shouldn't have done that, but it's okay. They refit a section of their ship. Harm potential is going to lower. Exosuit soldiers of the Damani refugee fleet are reassigned to non-military positions among the crew. Hello, Pala monkeys. How are you? Rigel is sending signals into space. Transcendent music made from gusts of air flowing through precision carvings in large ice structures becomes popular on Rigel 7. That is fantastic. I want to listen to this music. The ice sculpture songs are so popular they are broadcast to every industrial area of the ice planet. On one survey in the frozen mountains, we found a great monolith that, for lack of a better word, sang as the breeze picked up. Before this planet's climate changed, I bet these singing sculptures were everywhere, and oh, how I wish I could have heard that symphony. Little Booba, Wandorian Ruin Prospector, Progenitor Calendar Time Unit. That's interesting. Signal boost. Yes. Harmonic ice structures. I mean, how peaceful and wonderful is that? I'll pay 60 synthesis for that. That's nothing. That's chump change for beautiful ice music. Harmonic ice structures are built in every industrial area, and the broadcasts are so popular that they will reach the entire galaxy someday. Ah, in this very dark and dreary gameplay series that I've got going on here. We've got our little shining bright star in the universe, the polar monkeys singing music for everybody. Aww. So sweet. So nice and sweet. Okay. Resources in 43 years. So we really need to get you guys some resources here. A charismatic Gillisarian cultivator. I don't know, that just sounds like masturbator. That's a whole different thing, guys. Ask your parents. Rises to power in the Sirius system. Okay. I guess we'll just do a regular synthesis again. They establish a new zone. Alright, resources. I like that. Memes promoting environmental conservation are good. That helps. Ooh. What are they hearing? The chatty refugee fleet. During their long and boring escape, ships within the Damani refugee fleet have begun sending countless broadcasts. Oh, they're sending them. And messages to each other. When the interplanetary traffic signal that was sent out from the Sol system arrives, will it get lost in the noise of so much chatter? ASL. Somebody recently told me what that was. It had to do with age, I think age, sex, and location. I listen. I read your comments. Age, sex, and location. I was never really into the chat room thing. I think I was probably about the age that was the thing, but or just becoming of it. Yeah, but that was not really my thing. All right, let's see here. Enthusiasm, ignorance, hostility. What's the flavor text of hostility? Distorted snippets of the interplanetary traffic signal interrupt the broadcast of the fleet's crew, sending a sinister tone to the signal. A fleet-wide panic erupts. Well, that's no good. I don't want them to panic. I want them to send evil out to the universe. We'll have this beautiful music of the ice sculptures, and we have evil cackling of the demon faces. I guess ignorance would be fine, too. I don't know if I want to spend 40 on enthusiasm. I'll spend 60 on beautiful music, but on these guys talking, not so much. Social scientists monitoring the airwaves soon notice the interplanetary traffic signal. They announce their discovery publicly, giving everyone something to really talk about. Yeah, let's do it. 40 synthesis? Yeah, we'll still be over 100. I think that's my threshold here. So we'll go ahead and take that. Take some resources. Ooh, more resources. They're doing good here. Hypercomputers simulate efficiency protocols. Do we want to grow their population? At least let's bring it up to neutral. New life is created aboard the Damani refugee fleet. Alright. Guess I'll just keep taking the regular synthesis. The settler factions. Enlightenment in Vex. Infinite possibilities. As the settlers manage to circumvent the fundamental laws of physics again and again, they develop a new sense of possibility about their own future. After all, if they are able to change the very fabric of the universe, then how hard could it be to change their own society? Aww. The sense of possibility could be defined outright as the ability to conceive of everything there might be just as well, and to attach no more importance to what is than what is not. Okay. Ooh, don't want to spend that, but I could do regular development. Multiple schools of thought develop on the subject, each claiming they have discovered the true secret to improving society. Okay. I don't want to take growth. We'll take regular synthesis. Someday we'll receive a signal from our companions in the soul. Yeah, let's lower their harm potential because it's pretty dang high. Maybe we will have their growth go up a little bit. But they're at 6.5 billion. I don't know. Let's do resources. Settler complexity analysis established new resource management methods in the trained colonies. Oh, final technology in Vex. Are we already there? The factions of the Vex system are on the verge of opening artificial wormholes that could bridge disparate points in the space-time continuum. The settlers find nearby collapsers and construct giant wormhole gate structures, but they need other superluminal civilizations to notice and to do the same with collapsed stars near their own systems. The complex, the network of wormholes threading the galaxy like a throw of dark lace beneath the tiny scattered lights of suns. Okay. What is the question? Is this it? We've got a chance here. So, let me just go through all the options here. Wormhole crash. The project ends in complete disaster, and the unthinkable wormhole creates a hypernova, ending all settler life in the nearby Vex system. The only chance to save anyone is to steer a starship directly into the collapsing wormhole. So, leap of faith, 66% final tech progress of other FTL civilizations. Okay. Grid collapse. The collapser gates become unstable and need to be demolished. The loss of the wormhole grid will fry the galactic hypercomputer network and drag all superluminal civilizations into scientific ruin. Before the last gate collapses, there is still a small window to use it. 100% gate invasion, 100% FTL civilization with the highest dystopia and harm value. What? Wait a minute. Am I reading that right? It's going to just take somebody else and plop them here? And drag all superluminal civilizations into scientific ruin. Before the last gate collapses, there is still a small window to lose it, or to use it. Okay. And then the portal galaxy. The Vex system is surrounded by wormholes with the power to connect all known civilizations. The collapsar can bring the entire galaxy together. Galactic abundance, 3% utopia minus harm values of settlers. I guess I'm a little bit confused on the blue text there, because I've always kind of interpreted it as a matter of success, like that 100% would be completely this is going to happen, and 3% is it's only 3% likely to happen. But it's saying 3% utopia minus harm values of settlers. So I guess, unless I'm reading that, maybe it's galactic abundance 3% period, which is calculated by utopia minus harm values of the settlers, which is at 5.9 billion. Maybe it's telling me how they calculate that? I'm not entirely sure. So I think I'm going to go... Ooh. I kind of like the gate invasion option. I don't know if that's working, how I'm interpreting it. I think it sounds like they're going to suck different civilizations in a different way. Like, it says a gate invasion, 100% FTL civilization with highest dystopia and harm value. Let's go for grid collapse. Let's see where that goes. Oh, look at them. Human trading quadrants. The Sol system is under attack by the Vakai invasion jump fleet. It was exactly what I was hoping would happen. It's exactly what I was hoping. I was hoping finally the Vakai would be sucked into an intergalactic war. The wormhole invasion. The Vakai invasion jump fleet comes out of nowhere, jumping through a collapsed wormhole and taking the Sol system by surprise. With no way to return home, they will fight even if they have to expel or destroy the native humans. If you come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. If you're here to make war, we surrender. That's definitely how President Truman sounded in Futurama. Oh god, look at that. Look at the alien invasion. Okay, here are our options. Banishment. The human trading quadrants do not stand a chance against the surprise attack from the Vakai invasion jump fleet. After they surrender, the entire population is allowed to flee the Sol system in a refugee fleet. Okay. So this is interesting. So this is the Sol. I just realized, not Vex. This is Sol. So it's going to be just like what happened in Vex, which is interesting. We could have regular invasion. The humans are prepared for this and place their solar dreadnoughts around the collapser gate. The victor of the wormhole battle will be the faction with the best technology, which would be the Vakai, oddly enough. Because it's weird, because the humans were preparing solar dreadnoughts exactly for this. But they, I guess, are not... Oh, because they're still at the light speed age. That's probably why. That's probably how they're calculating it. Or maximal attack. The Vakai invasion jump fleet speeds directly from the gate to Earth and uses all its might to bring down the human trading quadrants. So it's the same as regular invasion. Oh, more Vakai die. But we get 20 synthesis. Gosh. On the one side, we've done the banishment thing before. But on the other side, it would be really interesting if they got banished to the same planet that the other humans were already on, and what would happen then. But maximal attack, 20 synthesis. I don't know. Let's go for banishment. The human trading quadrants do not stand a chance against the surprise attack from the Vakai invasion jump fleet. After they surrender, the entire population is allowed to flee the Sol system in a refugee fleet. Look at them. How terrifying. They finally got to space. We come to take everything from you. So the Earth is inhabited by the Vakai colonists. The Vakai begin to make the Sol system their home. Someday we'll receive a signal from our companions in the Kepler. The Vakai Cortex colonists establish a new faction. Alright, Gilisarians have now reached the Lightspeed Age. That's cool. Racing into the Lightspeed Age, interstellar journeys are shortened from centuries to mere decades. Gilisarian civilization sets new speed records in areas such as quantum state computing, light jet manufacturing, and mining for resources from faraway planets. Power, advancement, wisdom. Probably advancement or power. Oh, definitely advancement. The resources are going to be exhausted in less than 100 years. They achieve true mastery of space travel, and colonial development crosses major hurdles. The civilization also makes leaps in genetic modification and cloning, perhaps even creating new life forms such as trash-eating plants. The trash-eating plants. We need the plants that can eat all of the plastics. The Gilisarians can now build extraplanetary cities. I'm just jumping from accent to accent. We went from, I think, German to French. Throughout the Sirius system, colonizing even gas planets and stellar colony. Resource crisis. You just got there. Sol is out of resources. Exhaustion of planetary resource fields. The Vakai have already used up all available planetary resource fields. It is no longer possible to provide for their colonial bases, and the Cortex colony is on the brink of falling apart. The Cortex colonists have not adapted to the Sol system yet and may not survive this crisis. I hated the Lost Colony. In second grade, we were doing American history, and they said, we don't know what happened to them. That drove me nuts. That Lost Colony drove me crazy. Sarah Vowell, American journalist. Sounds like something a journalist would say, right? Don't want extinction. Should we go regress or collapse? So, collapse, chance of total carnage is 100%. Regress, chance of tyranny is 100%. I think I'm going to go for regress. To survive, the Vakai need to abandon their colonial bases and form small self-contained communities. The fall of the Vakai Cortex colony could lead to oppression. Yeah, because your dystopia is at 100%, so let's get that tyranny going. Plus, you look like somebody from Mad Max, so I can't feel too bad. You literally look like you deserve to be subjugated. It sounds so bad. Y'all are crazy. The research colonies managed to survive without planetary resource fields, but at what cost? Their leaders create a new, violent, and cruel society from the ashes of the Vakai colonial bases. There's a real risk that many Vakai may not get any of the new resources. You accumulate debt, you accumulate power, yet in their hour of need you forget. Do you have an ounce of regret? Sorry, I'm a big Hamilton fan. In case you couldn't tell by that. Alright. Do you remember Lafayette? Okay, I'm done. Alright, so we can have minimal repression, regular development, social repression. Okay, or total repression. So, total repression gives us 7 synthesis, but we're going to be losing 54.2 billion Vikai. So we're going to be left with only 3 billion, or less than 3 billion Vikai, which is still quite a lot of Vikai. I'm not going to diss that. If we do minimal repression, we would have to spend 10 synthesis. I think this is the difference here, though, is that these two have to do with the tech level being lost, whereas this one does not. I think let's do total repression. Because, I mean, it's going to give us only a little bit of resources back, no matter what we choose, except for the top one. But a big thing there is that by taking out a lot of the Vikai, they'll be able to start fresh or start better. So society's most ferocious managed to climb to the top of the Vikai research colony. They hoard resources of the former scientific factions inside black hole hubs, while commanding colonial soldiers. The rest of the Vikai have to give up and die. Ooh, it's like the Krogan. Oh boy, there it is. 2.9 million Vikai left, and their growth is down. So we probably need to put growth up, but resources are up. Dystopia's high. I think we'll be okay. These are weird ships. They kind of look like cuttlefish. Let's go with resources. The Cortex colonists of the Sol System create hyper chips in tribute to their new home. Is that a new Lay's flavor? The hyper chip? Armed conflict threatens the humans. Dividing up Gehenna 6. A tyrannical officer in charge of a ship has claimed potential territories on Gehenna 6 for their crew. This may lead to civil war among the human refugee fleet. Power is my mistress. I've worked too hard at her conquest to allow anyone to take her away from me. Look at them. They've changed a lot. They're different in the space. Okay. Total war would give us 10. Gotta be 466.7 million casualties, though. Regular conflict or peace. I think let's go for total war. I mean, let's just bite the bullet and do the same thing we kind of did with the Vikai. If we lower the amount of people, we're going to survive a little bit better, I think, overall. We'll see. That changed. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. So this one is 1.4 billion casualties. So we're going to have 0.4 billion left. Teams of merchant soldiers capture ships and fire their disruption rifles, starting a battle for the human refugee fleet. Ooh, there we go. There goes that. Oh, growth is going way, way, way down. The aspirations of one of the officers of the human refugee fleet over the future rule of Gehenna led to a prolonged space war between the interstellar ships. That makes me think. So Gehenna, where is Gehenna? Is that this one? No, that's Rigel 7. Where are you guys headed? This isn't Gehenna, that's Vex. So are they headed way out here? Oh my god, they're heading to the fish. Gosh, why is everybody going so far? They're just like taking the longest route to things. Mercurial computers simulate efficiency protocols for the human refugee fleet crew. Let's take a little hit to their tech for some extra synthesis. Does our merchant captain have the wisdom to guide us well? Only time will tell. The human refugee fleet crew assembles an oral history of their enterprise. Alright, growth. New life is created aboard the human refugee fleet. Several human refugee fleet officers are removed from their posts. Alright, how are the Esh doing? Gehenna is building spaceships! I don't know if we'll have enough to buy those, but we'll see. The settlers embark on an effort to spread their civilization throughout the galaxy. Artificial intelligences pinpoint optimal expansion vectors, and androids construct a fleet of interstellar vessels within the Gehenna System's Ord cloud. The surface of the Earth is the shore of the cosmic ocean. On this shore, we've searched most of what we know. Recently, we've waded a little way out, maybe ankle deep, and the water seems inviting. Ooh. Okay. So, we could actually pay for this. We're going to be real short on synthesis at the end of it, but we could pay for this. And probably a good thing, too, if the humans are coming to destroy this planet, essentially, or take over it. So I think let's go for it. We're just going to have to see where synthesis takes us after this is all done. So it says, the artificial intelligence design pipeline is flawless, and a huge settler armada masses in the Gehenna 6 Ort cloud. Oh boy, look at them. How cool are those ships? They look like little flies. The Settler Expansion Armada, look at them with their helmets, it's so cool, begins its journey from Rigel to the Galease system. Why is everybody going to... They're going to the Galease system? They're going to the Galease system. Everyone's going to be going right here. Oh gosh, that's so funny. Okay. Well, let's do one more. Let's take tech level up. A brilliant AI programmer's findings are a topic of discussion among the sleeper crew. I don't want to take their population up. I think that's probably not a good idea. Alright, settler factions. What signals are they getting? From another star. In the Vex system alone, artificial intelligence detects a pattern among the signal fragments and assembles them into a propaganda broadcast from the Vulcan civilization. The settler inhabitants of Vexus are unaware of this development, so they're getting signals back from the place, the people that they conquered. Traces of other civilizations are hidden deep within the chaos of galactic noise. Often only our kind has the knowledge to privilege these traces. Sentient programs may well have developed an interstellar whisper network, forming alliances and exchanging vital data, unobserved by their organic creators. Okay. Don't have enough for enthusiasm. If we do hostility, the settler scientists discover the concealed signal triggering strife in the intellectual community on Vexus. I don't like the strife part of it because I don't think that helps much, but we do get 7 synthesis from it. So, let's go for it. Let dystopia grow and let chaos reign. Alright. I guess let's take a hit to their tech. Resource crisis on Gilisarian Commonwealths. Scarcity crisis. Helium scarcity. What? Gas giant reservoirs are becoming scarce in the Ceres system. The effects of asteroids are the effects of the asteroid wars brought the Gilisarian civilization to a breaking point. While they are dealing with the resource scarcity, will the Commonwealths find ways to prevent the complete exhaustion of their environment, or will they turn against each other? It is uncanny how aware most extinct sapien species were of the point of no return. Ah, yes, we've read that one before. Alright. What do we got? Precaution, crisis, war. War gets us some. And honestly, the only problem here is that it doesn't help with the resources. Let's try crisis. Scarcity causes discord and competition among the Gilisarians. Knowledge diminishes while the Commonwealths of Sirius compete for dwindling resources. 71%. Well, this is where I go, because we don't have a lot of synthesis. So this is going to take us to another screen. Probably, I mean, very likely that it's going to be a bad screen, because it's going to be a 71% chance of hostilities. So we're going to choose this and then not have enough synthesis to deal with whatever it is that's on the other side. So war might actually be our better option, because it's not going to help with the resources part of it, but it would help with well, it might help with the resources part of it, because it's going to take out a whole bunch of them. Ironically, it's better to take out, I mean, it's the whole premise of the Avengers Infinity War, right? Is that if you just take a big snap and erase half of the people in the universe, then population control and people don't die of starvation. That's why he's such a good villain, Thanos. Alright, the Gillisarians... Okay, let's do war. The Gillisarians pick up their magnetic rifles, and they start to war over helium! Okay. And that's that. Resources are still exhausted in 100 years, which isn't great. I guess we could lower their growth again. Solar flare destroys a large Gillisarian and extraplanetary city in the Sirius system. And I think we'll go ahead and leave it there for now. Thank you for watching this, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed this episode and want to see more of what's coming in this series or any of the other stuff that's on my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to be notified of new videos like this video so it shows up in the YouTube algorithms. And as always, folks, I will see you in the next game.